everyone, my name is Rashi Aditi Ghosh. I am the Senior Assistant Editor of the magazine called The Banking and Finance Post, which is India's leading B2B BFSI magazine into innovations and knowledge. We have been working and publishing magazines for more than 8 years, and I am here on behalf of Elets Technomedia, and I welcome you all to the yet another episode of Elets Innovation Talk. Elets Innovation Talk, it's our initiative to get in touch with the leaders from across the BFSI industry who share their stories, their strategies that are helping continue and ensure resilience across the sector, especially during the uncertain times when we all are facing the challenges of COVID-19 pandemic. Today for Innovation Talk, we have with us Mr. Abhishek Prakash, founder at Mtalkz Mobility Services. And prior to beginning this innovation talk, I would like to give a brief on Mr. Prakash, what he's doing at Mtalkz. Mr. Prakash is the founder of Mtalkz Mobility, and he has spent more than 2 decades in sales and strategies with leading international brands like HCL USA, Wipro Technologies, and IBM. He holds a BTech from IIT Roorkee, an MBA from IIM Indore, a PGPX from University of California, Los Angeles. In this latest journey as a founder of Mtalkz, he's focused on driving organizations' growth and building a new communication platform for enterprises and BFSI industry. We all welcome you to Innovation Talk, Mr. Prakash. I hope we have an insightful discussion today, and we help to you help us to know what strategies are helping you lead M Talks and ensure resilience in the organization that you're associated with. Welcome to Elets Innovation Talk, Mr. Prakash.
Thank you very much. I'm really excited to be here and talk to you. I hope this is a fruitful discussion and my views are representative of the information that the viewers might be looking for. So happy to be here and all over to you. I'm happy to respond with whatever I've learned in the industry in last 25 years of my professional experiences.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving us this opportunity to host you today at Innovation Talk, and looking forward to a very knowledge-driven and technology-driven as well as innovation-driven innovation talk. So, to begin with, the first question of today's conversation would be: in what ways do you see the BFSI industry undergoing digital transformation? As we all know, digital transformation has taken an accelerated route post the pandemic. So there's a lot to speak and discuss on this regard. What are your views, sir?
So that's an interesting conversation opener. So India has been on the forefront of digital transformation, and it is poised for being the biggest consumer market in the world in a few years to come. BFSI, including banks, they make more money when they lend profitably and are able to circulate the money faster. If you really look at the potential customers which represent the majority market share, there are probably four clear segments that emerge: the MSMEs, the agri-tech and the agriculture, HNIs, and the large business houses. Entire BFSI has an interesting job at hand to grow digitally without compromising on PII, the personally identified information. Based on certain industry estimates, we might be sitting today on a potential fraud of 60,000 crores, and this can hit any time through the lending apps. Not to forget, recently, if you remember, RBI had brought down more than 200 Chinese-driven lending apps, which were compromising the personal identifiable information and harassing the customers with the loans they would have or they may not have taken. As the reach and depth of BFSI is, it is a strong focus, for any industry, any nation to grow. BFSI has a very strong role, as the depth and reach of BFSI defines how a nation grows. In India, we have a fairly large and a complex job at hand to grow the entire BFSI industry, not just the banks, but we have to grow in such a way that we are able to lend more across the BFSI industry. The NPAs are down and we are rotating the money faster. In terms of digital transformation, We're going to see a lot more of digital transformation in field of lending engagements, credit card engagements, deposit openings, fixed deposits, recurring deposits, and all the deposit forms of deposits that general public is making with the banks, uh, KYC, renewals and collections. And we are also going to see a really deep amount of digital engagement, digital transformation, digital engagement in all forms of interaction that any bank, financial institution, or company involved in BFSI segment is going to have with their customers. So in all, we are seeing very exciting times coming up. Next 10 years, probably in my prophecy, will enable the BFSI to see those transformations which we may not have seen in the last 70 years.
That's an eye opener. You spoke about lending apps, the security threats and breaches associated with it. I think our viewers will be deeply benefited with the knowledge that you just now shared, and I think it is indeed an eye opener because a lot of us are into quick money and we think it's easy to go by the lending apps. So you underline what RBI has done. So thank you so much for that. Underlining statement. And now moving on to technology and innovation, we would like to know your point of view on how artificial intelligence and business intelligence in the Indian banking space is, ensuring innovation. What is your point of view? How do you want to share your views in this regard?
So let's look at how a bank or any other financial institution makes money. Essentially, this is an arbitrage model. Banks lend money at a higher rate of interest than they offer for deposits, and this arbitrage helps them make money. We also know how banks grow. There are probably three key areas, if done correctly for any bank, will result in above average growth rates for the banking industry. These are agile lending and collection cycles, enhance transparency and security, and increasing and continuously increasing the wallet share with the consumers. Now let's try and put all three things into context of AI and business intelligence. Agility. This is something which will transform into designing better digital journeys for the consumers, building AI and intelligence and predicted interventions for pushing ease of doing business, right? Agility, predictions, and ease of doing business come together. Transparency and security requirements will transform into token based lending, and this will automatically lay out grounds for collection of data for deep intelligence and analytics. And this analytics will enforce transparency and security in end to end transactions. I am briefly alluding to crypto and use of NFTs over here. Now, when you look at increasing wallet share, this will transform into predicting on a continuous basis the future and emerging need of each customer relationship, and each financial institution will go towards garnering a major share of his wallet spend and his needs. So this is in a very simple way explained how three key areas of banking performance will dovetail into growth and requirements that will be driven through support of technology, which is fueled by AI, business intelligence, crypto, and NFTs.
Indeed, I think crypto is a topic that everyone wants to talk about, but I think we are all aware the hindrances and the roadblocks it is facing. Being hopeful, I think the segment will definitely come into the limelight in some time when RBI is into a clear picture and thinks of deciding what to do with the uncertain. Uncertainty of cryptos in India. So, because
I think
security is
I
also
think
one of the reasons.
I think we may see it happening much faster,
Yes,
and RBI might come out with EDP much sooner than we expect.
we expect.
And there are very clear benefits of EDP once it comes out. One, it will simplify our cross-border transactions. We will not have to depend on swift settlement systems, thereby removing all kinds of flows and intermediaries which were adding value and not much of which are adding cost and not much of value in the whole transaction. Essentially, if you look at any value chain, there are three things which flow across any value chain. One is money, second is information, and third is goods. So what crypto and introduction of e-rupee by the RBI is going to do is they're going to tie together the movement of money with the movement of information. Say, for example, today, if I were to take you back in a few years back, what was the benefit of DBTL, the direct benefit transfer linking? There was, I think, a huge, maybe about 15,000 crores of money
Mm,
that was being siphoned off from government coffers, and nobody knew where that money was going. The moment you link the movement of money with a specific reason, that the DBTL will not be offered directly on the cylinder, but it will come late and directly into the bank of the user,
mm,
the entire money outflow just vanished, right? So this is what is going to happen today. Also in Narega, if you see, there's a lot of fraud happening out there with the supervisors forcing
yes.
people to draw money and then
Mm,
collecting, a quarter sort of a protection money from them
mm,
for
yes.
every money or rupee they receive.
Mm,
So with the crypto, the government will be able to tag the money spent to specific outlets, specific products. Like for example, if fertilizer subsidy is given in form of a e-rupee, it will be tagged and it can be only spent at a fertilizer shop, thereby ensuring that all the money which is moving for a specific need, a grant, or a specific purpose is spent only at a rightful place and it is not used for misappropriation and misusage of that grant. And this is the kind of behavior that we'll see in international transactions also. All international transactions are going to move in a very specific manner with a specific and defined activity. Hence, the whole international movement of money also is going to become more smoother, transparent, and agile.
absolutely agree to it. You spoke about the global, privilege it is going to get, and it's high time that we get rid of the traditional practices, which definitely include a lot of leakages. So, thank you so much for highlighting that point. Moving on, in your opinion, what is the importance of segmentation, targeting, and creating personalized experiences for the customer? We all know that customer demands have dramatically changing, and there's a dynamic change in the way they choose products. It's very personalized touch that they are looking forward to from every company they opt to, and the attention. Spam on one product and to search it to use it is decreasing. So how do you define this? What are your views in this regard?
Well, Mr. Philip Kotler has been writing for more than, I think, about 50 years about segmentation, targeting, and creating personalized experience. So I've been an avid reader in my marketing and education days. But however, if you really look at it, the answer is relatively simple. However, it takes a lot of doing to get it right and have the expected outcomes. Nowadays, with proliferation of mobile phones, 5G upcoming, and internet banking, there is a need of continuously enhancing the digital experience for customer and enhancing it at all the touch points or the 360 angle degree coverage and continuously delivering a stunning, a wow experience to the consumer and with ease of use. Now, what BFSI specifically needs to do in this area is that need to unlock the power of data using data lakes for business transformation. So we are going to generate a lot of big data, a lot of analytics, data lakes are going to get generated. That all always are getting generated now, and we'll have to continuously segment, hyper segment usage of AI, drive predictions, and make sure that we are always very close to kind of growth and compliance. So it's a balance that we have to do. The more digitalization we do, we open doors for frauds. If and the more security we provide, we are challenging the ease of use. So this is a delicate balance that BFSI players need to do. But there's technology out there, there's crypto, there is AI, there's predictive, there is data lake which is out there. So all these have to be used in conjunction to provide that stunning experience and enhanced experience every time a consumer interacts with a financial institution. Every interaction has to be so designed that a customer is encouraged to increase his wallet share. Let me go back. How did I say it? I said that a financial institution grows when a consumer which is spending 20 lakh rupees or depositing 20 lakh rupees in your bank account in about 6 months or 1 year is depositing 60 lakh rupees. So you acquired 60% of his bank spend and wallet share. That is how a bank grows. One, you have to acquire more customers, and second, you have to increase ease of use, and the third, you have to increase the wallet share or wallet usage among that for that customer spend in your financial institution. Banks have to design these experiences to stay on top of mind recall for all financial needs. In fact, what we are seeing now today is also happening in SaaS, e-commerce, retail. Everybody is trying to become a super app. So banks have a unique ability to do that, combine market spaces and provide such an experience that they become the super app and stay on the top of mind recall for all financial needs of the customer. So the job is really cut out, very simple. There is a lot to do. It will take a lot of doing to do it. But today, I think the technology and the knowledge and the tools exist to for us to create those journeys and extending that excellent interaction experience, driving higher CSAT to the consumers.
Talking on super apps and innovations across the segment, let's go back to the regulator once again. We were talking about cryptocurrency and the regulators' point of view in that regard. But however, despite this, RBI is doing a I think phenomenal job when it comes to the fintech revolution, and they are taking progressive steps towards embracing the innovations and developments that are happening across the fintech industry. How do you want to comment on this regard? What is your point of view on fintech roadmap driven by RBI?
So let's look at what is the role of a central bank for an economy. It's very clear. Among many other things that RBI do at a very high level, the primary job of RBI is to create and maintain financial stability, enable high rotation of money, and prevent frauds. Right? Uh, when you do this, you deliver a very high amount of customer satisfaction. By doing the above, doing these things, financial stability, rotation of money, and prevention of fraud, what subtly banks and central banks come together to deliver a picture of high growth and economic stability for the country. The moment international countries know that there is a huge market, there is a huge consumer market, the market is growing very fast, and there is economic stability in the country, it automatically attracts a huge foreign interest and investment. And when that foreign interest and investment comes with the right economic policies, it fuels the overall made in India or make in my country growth, and it results in an overall very high speed of economic development. Let's also remember that we are going to be a very big consumer economy in next 15 years, probably either the number one or number two. So times will tell that. So everyone across the world is looking in India, at India, to build their business in India, to sculpt their growth stories uh, with the growing new superpower. Remember, the growth potential in all economically developed countries, Japan, USA, America, Germany, these have kind of plateaued out. So everybody is looking for a new destination where there is economic stability, there is growth of business, high rotation of money, and that is exactly the roadmap that RBI has. And RBI will not be able to do it alone. It has to create opportunities. It has to co-work with the institutions. It has to co-work with the fintechs of the world to enable this RBI roadmap. Just to make a point to make a closure on this statement. Today, we know IKEA came into India about 4 years back, just before the pandemic had hit. And today, India is the biggest market for IKEA, much bigger than even USA. So that's the power of an Indian economy. That's the power which this government has given to India, the economic stability. And the role of RBI and the fintech is absolutely in the right direction. They are going out towards creating more financial stability. They're enabling high rotation of money, and they're building avenues for prevention of fraud.
All right. So thank you so much for your views on RBI's fintech roadmap and explaining that how the industry can actually get benefited from the ways RBI is taking its future course. So moving ahead, let's concentrate our next question on Mtalk's new product, which is multi-level analytics-based cloud communication platform. How do you think this innovative product is going to change lives across the financial sector and going to ensure streamlining and effective efficiency?
So, if you look at, and this has been a thread which we've been discussing all through this discussion, the entire business world is moving to a sort of realigning itself to a new business process. A lot of business process re-engineering is taking place in terms of customer engagement, and this has been further fueled, and it has become almost like exponential in nature in terms of the transformations that are taking place post the global pandemic. The digital experience, all analysts, all enterprises, all catalysts have predicted that the digital experience management, the interaction management, or digital onboarding and digital client service, these have to be impeccable for any organization to drive a differentiation and customer satisfaction. Mtalkz is building a new platform which will provide a confluence of all conversation channels such as SMSs, email, WhatsApp, Truecaller, Google Business Messaging, Instagram, combining these with the AI and predictive analytics. By use of this, enterprises will be able to consume all these services from a single web or an app interface, and they will be easily able to build exciting new engagements and service journeys in matter of minutes. So you have a digital onboarding point, you have a digital interaction point, you have your core software sitting in background. You don't need to bring out with new software. You just dovetail your APIs with Mtalkz and build some new exciting journeys on the Mtalkz platform. The platform is designed for handling scale. The platform is designed for handling anonymity. The platform is designed for handling security. So all your requirements will be taken care on the platform. The whole platform will be supported with intuitive analytics, and this will help enterprises drive or have data for driving deeper segmentation, deeper targeting, specific targeting, and in overall enhance the specific reach out to their customers, and increasing the long-term value of each customer relationship, and improving the return on investment on all their marketing reach outs and engagement expenses. For financial services industry, we are already working with certain professionals and financial institutions build engagement use cases in field of loaning and engagement, the entire pre-loan, during the loan, and post-loan servicing journeys, fixed deposit or any other kind of deposit opening journeys, and credit card user engagement. These are requirements which we clearly see emerging for most of the banking and financial services industry. And at the same time, we are open to work with large SaaS companies which are looking forward to build some similar experiences for their customers in retail or SaaS space. So that's what we have planned to do Our job is pretty straightforward: cut out, build infrastructure, build applications, make platforms that are ready to consume, and build specific journeys for the BFSI segment.
Perfectly briefed. Yes, of course, PFSI industry, not just the private ones, even the public sector banks are now open towards API, new innovations towards security, and they are collaborating with business solution providers. And I see a bright future in that regard. It's a very influential as well as a good combination of tradition and technology, and I think this will definitely help boost our long-awaited cause of financial inclusion, and it's something that will help collaborative benefit to everyone. So, moving ahead, you have been your company and you have been working for innovations. You're helping BFSI organizations in streamlining their work. What would be your advice to BFSI players who are willing to enhance their customer engagement for meeting business requirements? As a leader, what do you want to say?
Okay, that's a very interesting and a broad question. So the way I think is that there are enough and more intelligent and action-oriented entrepreneurs, financial institutions, and they are living a dream out there. They're trying to build these amazing things, which I've said so easily, but yeah, I said, as I also said, it takes a lot of doing to do that. And there are some really good, smart people out there who are working towards this. My humble advice to them would be to work closely with anchor customers, anchor banks or financial institutions. Pick up small use cases, solve them end to end. For example, at Mtalkz, where we have what we are attempting to build is a multi-channel analytics oriented platform, and this platform will be able to build any interaction journey, and once an interaction journey is built, it will be used as a plug and play into any financial services institution or a fintech or a startup. Okay, so that's the kind of approach that we have taken. Also, keep in mind that there's a lot of re-engineering and automation is going to happen. So everything is going to boil down to faster, more transparent, and more agile. So keep this speed in mind, clarity in mind, and a purpose in mind as you're building your products and services for meeting the new emerging business requirements. Just to mention, as I mentioned earlier, also banking is fast moving, and we'll see a transformation like never before in next 10 years. Crypto, e-rupee, direct cross-border trading, direct benefits, tagging of money with a specific purpose, maintenance of security, hyper segmentation, all these represent a huge opportunity in for the BFSI players. In my belief, use of crypto and NFTs are going to transform the BFSI industry in next 5 years, like no, we may not have seen before in last 70 years. So I'm pretty bullish on the way the Indian economy, the Indian Central Bank (RBI), and the fintechs of the country are working. And I would say all the best. You are in the right spot, right place at the right time, and we would like to see a much better India emerging in next 10 years, much better than any other economic superpower in the world.
Completely in agreement to what you said. We recently spoke to a lot of AI and ML and business analytics experts from across the BFSI industry, and they were all in the same. They were having the same point of view that this is going to come faster than we expect, and it is going to bring a revolution across the industries. The changes will touch everyone in a good way, and we are expecting a positive change across the BFSI industry. So, thank you for underlining what even experts and everybody is positively thinking about, and we as media organization, we are also hoping to see this as soon as possible. And with this, I would like to bring an end to this conversation which essentially spoke about a lot of innovation, future projections, things that are going to change the BFSI industry, scopes and opportunities, and mTalks in particular, what the organization is doing and how is it going to bring a change for BFSI organizations who are actually looking forward to positive collaborations and innovation and transformation. We know innovation is the ability to see change as an opportunity, not as a threat, and Elets Technomedia believes in that, and that is the reason why we hold Innovation Talk, where we can actually bring to you the opportunities that we are missing out, and the changes that will transform your life for good. So thank you so much, Mr. Prakash, for your valuable time and sharing your part of the story. And with this, I promise you all, like I always do, that next time when we come back to Innovation Talk, we will have someone as bright as Mr. Prakash who will be sharing his story, and we will hear more about Innovation Talk. Thank you so much, Mr. Prakash. Have a nice day, and thank you for joining.